Hello, welcome to Food Immerse, a channel where we not only teach you how to cook delicious dishes, but immerse ourselves in the history, culture, science, and beauty of food. I'm Lorraine, and I'm so excited for you to join me on this journey, exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. Oktoberfest roast chicken, or in German, Weisnhendl. Weisnhendl is a Bavarian-style roasted chicken and is the #1 most popular food served at Oktoberfest. Typically, over 500,000 chickens are eaten during the 2-week celebration, outselling even bratwurst and pretzels. Wiesn is short for Theresienwiese, the field in Munich where Oktoberfest is held. It's also a nickname for Oktoberfest itself, as in see you at the Wiesn. Hendl is Bavarian dialect for chicken and refers specifically to a roast chicken, usually seasoned with a simple but flavorful blend of salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic, then rotisserie roasted until the skin is crispy. Oktoberfest tents, in German Festzelte, roast thousands of chickens daily on massive rotating spits. Watching rows of Weisnhendl churning over open flames is a classic part of the festival's atmosphere. Each tent has its own variation, and the quality of the Hendl can actually determine a tent's popularity, with local publications and food critics ranking Oktoberfest tents by the quality of their Hendl. The chicken is traditionally served halved with no utensils, making for a fun and messy festival eating experience. An important note about the size of chickens in Europe versus the US. In Europe, the typical weight of a supermarket chicken is 3.3 pounds, while in the US it's 5 pounds. For that reason, we are going to cut our larger chicken in quarters instead of the traditional halves. Since most of us do not have a rotisserie at home, we're going to use an oven method that mimics the slow cooking of a rotisserie and results in succulent, juicy meat and crispy skin. Get yourself a whole chicken and let's get cooking. To make Oktoberfest roast chicken, you will need 1 4 to 5 pound whole chicken, a 1/4 cup vegetable oil, 1½ tablespoons paprika, 1½ teaspoons salt, 1½ teaspoons garlic powder, 1 large pinch of red pepper flakes, ground black pepper to taste, and 1 lemon for garnish. The special equipment you will need are 1 sheet pan, 1 cooling rack to fit the sheet pan, a boning knife, and a meat thermometer. Optional equipment are poultry shears and a bulb baster. Preheat the oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. With the chicken breast side up, use a boning knife to cut the skin between the drumstick and the breast. Flip the chicken and continue cutting until you hit the oyster meat, which is a little bump on the back. Be sure to cut around and include the oyster meat in the thigh quarter that you're cutting. When you hit bone, pull back on the thigh until you hear the joint pop. Now use your knife to finish slicing the thigh off. Set aside and remove the other thigh. Using poultry shears, cut along the line of fat between the breast and the backbone. Repeat on the other side. While poultry shears are the best tool to cut through the bone and cartilage, you can also use a sharp chef's knife. You can use your boning knife to sever any last bits of skin. Freeze the backbone to use later in stock. Now with the remaining chicken breast side down and wings away from you, we're going to cut out the keel bone. The keel bone flares out into sort of a heart shape up at the top. Use your boning knife to cut around the rounded ends. Now cut down along either side of the long part of the keel bone, cutting as close to the bone as possible. Continue pulling back on the bone and cutting away the meat until the bone is completely removed. Add to the freezer bag for stock. Now simply use your boning knife to separate the two breasts. Trim off any stray bits of skin. You have now quartered a chicken. Add all of the spices to the 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Whisk together well. Place the chicken quarters on a rack fit inside a sheet pan. Be sure to leave plenty of space between the chicken pieces for even heat distribution. Pour some marinade on each piece and spread around to coat thoroughly. Use up all the marinade. Roast the chicken for 2 hours. After 1 hour, baste the chicken. If you don't have a bulb baster, you can use a spoon. You can baste 1 or 2 more times in the final hour of cooking. Return to oven to finish cooking. The chicken is done when it's reached an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. For crispier skin, you can pop under the broiler for a couple minutes. Allow to rest for 5 to 10 minutes and serve with lemon wedges. Thank you so much for joining Food Immerse and exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. If you make this dish, I would love to hear about it in the comments or shoot me an email. Until next time, cheers to good food.